So my broke tips, if you'd like to hear.
Of course.
Yep.
If you join Hoyts, it's $15 a year. You can get unlimited refills. So if you go to the movies, you get a refill. I know it's not like, the drinks portion of the night you wouldn't think about. It's like, I'm not going to be spending a mozza on soft drink. But it's just another little extra cost that you don't have to worry about when you go, which I think is great. And also I'm assuming with a Hoyts membership, you get some other benefits as well, like cheap tickets, things like that. So I think it's great. It comes after what I said a few weeks ago about, I think it was like Uber One or something.
The $1 ticket.
Really, really cheap tickets, free popcorn, all this kind of stuff. So that is fantastic. And what they do is they just fill up an empty vessel of any kind and then just keep getting refills. And then there you go.
I love that.
Your soft drink for the week is sorted. This is actually very, very smart. You know how you get your loyalty cards and you have free coffee. If you use those specifically on public holidays or Sundays, when there's like a surcharge, then you are in a way saving a lot of money, because like if you're using it on every other day of the week, then it's just like coffee's expensive anyway. But a public holiday surcharge on top of that, oh my God. So make sure you save those and use those on public holidays. Unless you can't afford it on a day,
really
use it whenever the hell you want. So I think that's so clever. My one is really, really silly and dumb, but I just saw this, my partner sent me this video of this girl who had this tomato sauce bottle. I'm sure you guys probably have seen this, but it's like, when you have like tomato sauce or any kind of sauce bottle, it's so unsatisfying when it's like you're shaking it, you're doing that thing where you're trying to get the rest of it out, but it just will not come out. And so you just got to chuck the whole thing out. There's probably like 2, 3, maybe 4 servings still left that's just coating the bottle. And you're like, well, I can't get it out. I'm just going to chuck it out. But instead what you could do, if you have limber shoulders, good rotator cuffs.
Centrifugal force.
Yes. If you, it's going to be hard to explain to people who are listening, but say you're
going to get your arms. You're going to go full go-go gadget.
Yeah, full 360, hold the bottle at the end,
like
point
you're a
it
cricket
down.
bowler.
Yeah, cricket bowler.
You just don't stop.
You don't stop. You hold it down and
Don't
you're
let
like
go.
going to
I need an example of this.
Yeah.
I can jump up and give you a good example.
We'll put it
I
on
do it.
stories.
It's very satisfying.
You kind of like
You're just like going around with the sauce bottle, Jess.
and it's like I don't know how good it is for your rotator cuffs is what I'm worried about. But
Whatever. Free sauce.
Yeah, and I guess you have to do that when you're like exercising. You have to like do that warm
I'm helping
thing
you
where
stay
do
limber.
I can't explain it, but I hope you guys understand.
Are we all
Free.
Amazing.
And Lululemon is 18% cashback on Sherpa.
Oh.
Well, it was
Say
like
less.
2 days ago. I don't know if it's still a thing right now. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Let me bring them up. Sorry. Okay, so this first one comes from my friend who is, I didn't realize, but a lot tighter than I thought. I mean,
but I like this.
yeah, she's a real budget queen. I didn't realize.
She's actually secretly frugal.
Secretly frugal.
Yeah.
Exactly. But she did run through so many things that I probably can't share on the podcast.
But that's okay.
But the ones that I could, she said that some vegetables and fruits and vegetables, it's weird saying the other way around. It's just not right.
Vegetables and fruits.
Vegetables and fruits. But she said that some of these don't have to, like, if they're organic, they're the same. Like it's more expensive to buy organic, but you don't need to, is what she's saying. So things that, like, thicker skins.
Like a
let's
banana.
say, for example, banana, avocado. Sorry.
Anything you peel, right?
Anything with like a thick
skin.
peel.
But she also said mushrooms. It can just double check that it's worth it to just buy the regular.
100%.
And my other broke tip comes
Can
from.
I add to your fruit and vegetable broke tip?
Absolutely.
So, like, I am now a parent that has to financially recover from buying so many damn berries. My son loves to eat berries and I buy a lot of them. Yes, we go through them relatively quickly, but I learned a tip on TikTok that if you fill a bowl with water and add a good splash of vinegar and then your berries in and rinse them in that, your berries will last 3 times longer. And I tested it and it worked. Like, I ran a full control in my I ran a full controls thing in my fridge.
Yeah.
I did one punnet of raspberries that I didn't wash and one punnet that I did. And the one that I did lasted so much longer, and the one that didn't had mold on it by the end of the week.
Whoa.
So wash your vegetables and fruits in vinegar to make them last longer.
Wow.
I think that's a good one, right?
That is a really good one.
Especially berries and stuff, because wash your shower and stuff with vinegar, not with bleach, because bleach doesn't kill mold spores. Vinegar does, though. So the science is behind it.
It's really good for bedding too.
Yeah.
It's soft. Don't know why.
Yeah, use
Some
vinegar
science.
instead of your fabric softener.
Well, it's
We're going
deep.
to take over from your broke tips if you don't continue.
No, I'm really happy with it. But does it make your clothes
No.
smell?
You can't
It,
smell it. I
dissipates.
use it.
God,
I use
that's
white
so
vinegar for
good.
everything. Maybe we should do a whole segment on what does VD use vinegar for.
And you know what? Dipping a hot chip in the rest of it,
Oh,
whatever's
Excellent.
remaining.
Yeah.
Yes.
Delicious. My partner's sister,
Cute.
who currently, I'm sure we all see these whenever you go to Uber Eats or something, it always pops up Uber One, Uber One. I don't want Uber One, okay? I don't want to know that I'm using it so often that this will be beneficial for me. But right now, Uber One, basically what happened was the other day, my partner and her went to the movies. They got $12 tickets, unlimited popcorn, free refills. I
Sorry,
think it was
what is that about? Popcorn is expensive. Free
well,
refills.
that's exactly right. And so
$12 tickets. Are we living in 2009?
I know. And so I was like, what how did this happen? And she said because she joined Uber One, and I'm assuming if
I'm a member
not
of Uber One. Can I please have access?
Yeah, I think it's running until September. So right now you get
So I
cool.
can access it.
yeah, you can access it.
Money win.
Isn't that so good?
So you're saying you're enabling my Uber Eats habit.
A restaurant has opened up in Brunswick East, brand new restaurant. It's a wine bar, sorry, I should say. It's called Times New Roman Bar.
I
And
love that name.
I know, isn't it cute? And they're doing very, very cheap eats. So for example, these people got their bread, which was $3, burrata and pickles $6. Burrata, I've never seen burrata under $700. So burrata and pickles
I literally have
$6.
never seen it under $1,000, so that makes sense. And then they're tiny.
Totally. And a half portion of pasta $6. It was a really lovely pasta. It was it had
Times
all
New
the
Roman is such a good name.
yeah. Isn't that
I'm still
cute?
stuck on that. Is there a bar called Comic Sans, or is that not cool?
I think that could be
Windings.
Windings. I'm sure there's a Windings.